Namaste, everyone. Namo Himalaya. First off, today's live here from New York. I'd like to send a final chance for the invitation to join me tomorrow in New York Times Square. If you're in and around the area, or you can get yourself to New York, take this as a huge opportunity for a meetup session to be able to gather our energies together, vibrate at higher frequencies, and send some love and positivity out the world at the same time as getting yourself aligned to manifest your dreams, goals, your aspirations. Because tomorrow we have a very special portal that is opening up where Sun in Aquarius is conjunct Mercury in Aquarius. So there can be a lot of developments, especially to do with things that you sow seeds for in the last 6 to 8 weeks. So I don't know if you guys can remember that far, but for the past 1 month to the past 2 months, what have you been sowing seeds towards? What have been your wishes? What have you been your dreams? What have been your goals? What have you been asking for? Whatever you've been asking for from the universe, what's highly likely is tomorrow there's going to be opportunity portals that are going to open up, which will lead you closer to getting that thing that you've been asking for. Now, one thing I want everyone to bear in mind, though, is that it will not be, I just see Nitish is asking, Master, when we can see the poster in Times Square. It's up already. So if you guys go right next to the red steps, and if you're facing the red steps and you look up towards the right, you're going to be able to see every hour for the next week. You're going to see our new song, Fight for Love, 528 song, will be up there, and you're going to see the music video, and you're going to see a lot of our photos from our photo shoot will be up there as well. Every hour it will happen for the full week. So those of you following me on Instagram probably seen I've been posting stuff already from yesterday's shoot. Okay, but anyway, somebody said, Kick Dreaming said, I'm near Times Square right now. Amazing. Well, tomorrow is the day. If you can get yourself there, if you haven't got your space already, please click on the link in the description. It's free for you guys to join. It's a chance for us to also meet up, vibrate at high frequencies, get yourselves aligned. And any questions that you guys may have, then you guys can ask while we are at the meet and greet, okay? And by the way, there will be a VIP dinner opportunity as well for anybody who wants to join the VIP dinner. If you do, then like I said, just click on the link. Once you join the Telegram group in around an hour or so, I'm going to post a video letting you guys know how to join the private, intimate VIP dinner session that we're going to have afterwards. That'll be tomorrow as well. Okay. But aside from that, why we decided to host the meet and greet on the 21st is actually because of this post I'm talking about right now for you guys. Okay. Tomorrow is a big day when it comes to connections and relationships and open up opportunities. I hope you guys heard clearly when I began today's live. I didn't say that if you've been trying to manifest money, I didn't say you're going to find the money tomorrow. If you've been trying to manifest your soulmate, I didn't say you're going to suddenly have your soulmate rock up at your house tomorrow. It depends on the actions you take tomorrow that will open up the doors that will lead you closer to the manifestation. So what does that mean? Well, to give you an example, we have plenty of people who come to our events who have had this before. It could be a case tomorrow during the meet and greet. It could be a case just because you showed up, just because you took action, just because you were there, right? Remember what I always say, and this is a message for everybody right now. Please do write it down I was going to say write on your forehead, but write it down wherever you can so you see it all the time. Everything that shows up for me is for me, right? The big word today is opportunity. Everything that shows up for me is for me. Right? I remember back in the day, it was Richard Branson who said the words. He said, when I see an opportunity, I first say yes, and then I figure out how to deal with it later. Right? When an opportunity arises, first say yes, and then figure out how to deal with it later. Because otherwise, your fear will get in that place. Sometimes our doubts, our fears, right, our disbelief will stop us from taking action to grab opportunities. So always remember, everything that shows up for us is for us. Every opportunity that shows up, we need to play the yes man game right now. We need to say yes to opportunities. Okay. Now, what I mean is, okay, for example, those of you who are coming to the gathering tomorrow, it could be the case, not that you rock up and then suddenly you're going to have $1 million in your bank account. Maybe you rock up and one of the fellow meet and greet community members, maybe they're an investor. Maybe they're the investor for your business. Maybe you've been trying to attract your soulmate for a long time. Maybe because you take the action to show up at the meet and greet session, or maybe you attend the private VIP dinner that we're having tomorrow afterwards. Maybe then suddenly, for whatever reason, you're sat next to your future wife or your future husband. You never know. But how do we know these chances are quite high? Okay, I want you guys to understand this. Birds of a feather flock together. how does this term work, right? Your vibe equals your tribe, because you attract who you are. Whatever those aspirations are, those dreams are, that vibration that you're vibrating at every single day, those affirmations when you say, I am love, I'm attracting my soulmate, whatever that energy is that you're giving out, you become. And so guess what? The people or the opportunities will attract into your energetic field. And that's why those of you who've been asking for certain things, right? Oh, from the past 6 to 8 weeks, you're going to find that tomorrow there's going to be a lot of developments that might come unexpected. Maybe you really did genuinely come just because you wanted to come say hi, just for the meet and greet, maybe to take a photo, maybe to ask some questions, maybe to get to know each other a little bit better. But maybe you came for me, but then I was going to say you came for me and then you go home with your soulmate. But you never know, right? But tomorrow, huge opportunity is open, and we must be open. We must take action. We must take ourselves out of context. We must be in places where there are other people around, so the messenger can pass on that gift, that manifestation for you. Okay? At the same time as that happening, Moon enters into Pisces tomorrow. So what you're going to find is that a lot of the work that you put in on the background stuff in the last few days, you're going to find again, it's going to come up in front of you tomorrow. So tomorrow you really need to set yourself up well. And how do you set yourself up well? We always have this thing we say, success is where preparation meets opportunity. So tomorrow, you want to look your best. You want to have your A game on. You want to have slept well tonight. You want to have plenty of energy tomorrow for whatever you're about to face. When somebody gives you an opportunity, you're not going to be like, oh, I didn't do my hair, or I don't look good enough today, or I wasn't ready for this. No, tomorrow, whatever opportunity arises, you say, I'm in. And by the way, logically, and this one thing I want to let everybody know, because the Pisces sign is there, there's no logic in that. It's a creative sign. It's a flow sign. So tomorrow, when it comes to any logic coming in, that mind trying to take you out of the game, oh, but you shouldn't right now. Now's not the right time. Oh, you don't have the money to do that. Oh, you don't have the time to do that. Any of these objections that come in, or your little voices come in, tomorrow you have to shut it all down. You say, I got to trust my gut instinct. Everything that shows up for me is for me. And if you trust the universe enough and you know that the universe is on your side, guess what? Then the universe will be on your side. Say yes to opportunities, be creative, take yourself out of context, meet some new people tomorrow, and you're going to find that opportunities will come through those messengers. That's my message for everybody here today. And once again, if you can get yourself into New York City tomorrow for the meet and greet session, do comment below, or sorry, no, not comment below, click on the link in the description. I'm going to drop the link actually one more time inside the chat so you guys can see it there. Oh, that's not the one. Okay. You'll find it inside the description anyway. So please do enroll onto that. It's your final chance to do so. Tomorrow's the meet and greet. Then tomorrow after the meet and greet, we have a VIP dinner for those of you who want to join. All you need to do is make a donation and you'll be able to join that as well. You get all the details inside the Telegram group and in your email once you fill in the form. And aside from that as well, anybody who can get yourself into New York City on the 23rd, because I know some people said they couldn't make the 21st, but on the 23rd, I'm going to be hosting for our 108 Circle and Awakening training. So live in person, we're going to do meditation together, yoga together, and we're going to answer some questions to awaken and activate our energy. So it's going to be a fun evening workshop. So you don't need to worry about your work because it's going to be after work. Those of you who want to join that as well, again, all the information will be in the meet and greet link below. So click on the link, and I look forward to seeing you guys very soon. Other than that, that's it for today. Keep your mind open, say yes to opportunities, and sending you all love and blessings. See you guys very soon in Times Square. Namaste, Namo Himalaya.